Even though baby is able to do so many things by now, we are still stimulating the skin with different textures. So this can happen at playtime with different toys. You get so many toys that has got different textures to it. And babies love the little labels as well. Any toys with labels. They love rubbing and feeling the labels. You can even use household objects, things that were not made to be toys, but they can hold it in their hands, you can roll it on their feet, you can rub it across their legs and their arms. Bath time and getting dressed is another golden opportunity for stimulating with textures. You can use in the bath, for example, different types of sponges, loofahs, different cloths. Every one of these will bring another texture, which means more stimulation. For getting dressed as well, or even after bath time drying, you can dry with different towels. Maybe one that is a bit harder, like a cotton towel, or maybe something softer, sometimes like a bamboo towel. Lots of different textures. Also for the clothing and dressing. Textures, textures, textures.
We can now start using different smells and tastes that baby is not used to. For example, parsley. I again let baby smell it. I can rub it on baby's lips and I name it as I do that. Maybe a lemon. It's quite an interesting smell. And something like vinegar. Just be careful. It's quite a strong smell. So I'll say vinegar. Not necessarily put that on the lips. Baby can now start pointing and naming familiar people. For example, I'll say, "Where's Daddy?" "There's Daddy." "There's Daddy."
We've played Peekaboo a couple of times. This is a progression on it. So in the beginning, I removed myself and I uncovered myself. Now we can hold the cloth in front of baby and uncover baby. So we'll say, "Where's baby? Where's baby?" And this is the more cause and effect and more waiting, more anticipation. And there's baby. Baby at this stage might start grabbing the cloth, either to try and block your face or block their own face, or will at least be comfortable enough to have the cloth just over them loosely and they can start pulling the cloth off. They might not say peekaboo in the beginning, but they'll have a version of this. Sometimes you can even do your hands if you don't want to use a cloth, and you can use baby's hands in front of baby's face. And watch for the cues, because you will not only initiate this, sometimes they will even start initiating this. It might not look like peekaboo, so look out for anything hiding behind an arm or even behind a corner and popping out, or a cloth. If they start initiating it, you've hit the jackpot. We've clapped, we've waved, and now we're going to high five. So this is going to require lots of patience. What you're going to do is you're going to hold your hand up and say the word high five. And in the beginning, you might have to encourage baby to bring the hand and touch. And once they connect, you make a big scene. And then you do it over and over and over until one day when you say high five and the hand comes up and they can do it themselves. This is also very good for eye-hand coordination, for them to try and get to this target. The other thing you can start doing with repetition and eye-hand coordination is make lots of noise, or any variation of this. But the old spoon and pan trick is a firm favorite. You might have to show them once or twice what to do, but they will quickly figure it out. And then we will have lots of noise in the house. Pass the spoon to the other hand as well. Encourage them to do this with both hands.
Rhythm, rhythm, rhythm. So important for speech. Baby will now start chaining consonant sounds together. For example, ma, ma, ma. As baby's doing it, I can clap for baby. Ma, 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 ma. Baby can even sit on my lap and we can play a game. We're saying da, 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 da. Important for syllables, later on for multisyllabic words. Another thing that's important is cause and effect. If I do something, something is going to happen. Babies love this repetition and anticipation also. For example, if I press the button, the light goes on. And baby can do this many times. If I press the button, the light goes on. If I do something, something happens.
A good way to stimulate balance is while baby is sitting, present a toy to the side, just far enough so that baby would have to reach and come over the midline to grab the toy. This will stimulate the muscles and the balance very nicely. Remember to do it on the other side as well, and you can start adding this into the front now as well. Present the toy in front and baby should be able to reach for it, pick it up in a controlled fashion without tumbling over. This is the aim.